Alright fam, welcome to another Palms playbook. Today, what is a bull flag? Oh, got a nice little zoomed out 1 hour, 1 year, I think I'm on the 1 year chart on Apple. So, you can see, I'll draw a little box right here. This is the flagpole. This is sharp consolidation. Long consolidation, a lot of fake outs, a lot of puts and calls, not making any monies. That is the consolidation phase, and it's usually in the downward or sideways channel, and that is the flag. Good old American flag. So usually it's going to be confirmed by a breakout above this high right here, a clear breakout. Now it needs to break and hold. Let's see the last time it bull flagged that pretty. Huh. What is this? What is this? Some nice little gap up. $6. So really, you could have gotten that bull flag right up in here and gotten it from 206 if you bought it a little early. That's why we do a little different kind of entries. So you want to do a more risky entry would be more 211, 212, up in this. See, this is the support of the bull flag. 210, maybe at the least. So let's see the support of this one. It's right around this area. And it broke this support right here, held it. You could have took it maybe up in this area. So let's see our support right up in this area, 211 at least. So I'm not going to take this until it holds at least 211, and I really would rather just wait for even a better entry. But say I want to take 211, I just want to anticipate it breaking out before it happens, and I want to get a better risk to reward, knowing that Apple is a great company, knowing that Apple is second in the market cap and it's going to be back first again. knowing that everybody's got Apple and they're not going anywhere. They got plans, so you will set your stop loss right below flag support, right below 209, right in this area, and you target, 225, 230. All-time highs are way up here, so you get a 2-year call. You might get to 350. So the longer you go out, the safer your risk is. You just have to pay more premium because they're like, look, we pretty much giving you a higher chance to hit your target. So we're going to charge you, we're going to tax you a little bit more. So paying for that little extra premium, paying for that extra time, paying for that extra delta is always going to be beneficial. So that's your first entry. Your second entry, maybe you get around this 214, 215. 215 is too high, but you want it to hold. So maybe it holds 214. Maybe it holds 214. Maybe it closes a day out over 214, even 215. Hey, what's $1 when I'm about to get 30? So it's just a little safer entry, confirming the signal, good, confirming a little market. By the time we get market news, it's going to be out of there. So you want to get a better entry around the 211, 215 range. 215 being way up here after it then broke out the bull flag completely. And say you take the 215, I would set my stop loss around 212. 212.50, just below that breakout level, targeting about 225, 230, based upon your time and your option, based upon how fast it goes up. So if it does, numbers in one day, and it's liable to pull back from those numbers in time, it's better to sell it quicker than to hold it. It's better to sell it quicker than to hold it. Your theta is like a leaky bucket, and you're trying to fill the bucket up from one side of the house and go dump it in the tub. And the faster you get there, the less water leaks out your bucket. The bigger your theta, the bigger hole in your bucket. The distance between your sink and your tub is your expiration date. Now, the closer you get to the expiration date, the faster it's going to be leaking out the bucket. So we want to get there as fast as we can and collect our monies, because theta will eat you. And that's all I got for the bull flag right now. I'm looking to take a call for about 6 months, so let's go right here and see where it finishes the day out. Close this. So we're in May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay, so November, let's see what the volume is in November. No volume in November. December. No volume in December. January. A little better volume. October. September. This is how you go and find your best leap option. You know your target. Now you start a little long and you zoom in and you say, okay, where's the monies? This one's got 600 volume on the day. Okay. And then you can put your open interest. And this, your open interest is how many people have this have this open. Your volume is how many people bought it today. This number will not get added to this number until tomorrow, and this number could be way low because this is just how many people had it the day before, because they could close it out today. So this is how many people had it coming into the day. This is how many people actually bought it on the day, and tomorrow this number will change. This will go in this number minus however many of these contracts were sold, or if more were bought and none were sold, this number will add to this number and it will be that. But more than likely, some people took some profits, or got out of a play that was bad or whatever. So 9 times out of 10, this number is not going to be exactly the same, and then this will be added to that for your open, your open interest tomorrow. Then this is your volume of what came in today. So now let me go ahead, and this is my delta. Zoom out a little bit. Right, this is my delta right here. My delta is 2 things. Delta is my percentage that I'm going to end up in the money. Now, if I don't take profit in the money, that's my fault. But this delta is saying I have a 75% chance of ending up in the money. The person on the other side has about a 25% chance of ending in the money. So that is going to cost me more money than one that is a 50-50 pretty much split. It's going to be cheaper. And then you go right here, I have a 54%, they have a 45%, 46% chance. So you want to get on the side of the money. You want to get at least a 50, minimum 45 delta, so you're not too far behind. And you want to get more in the money if you can afford it. You want to get more a longer date if you can afford it. You want to get more closer to the low than the high. If the low of the day is 1547 and it's 1550, we never gonna put right there. But if the low of the day is 1547 and it's 1550 and it's having trouble getting right there, getting past that number, it in triple test, triple bottom, that's time to make a call back up to maybe not 1710, but maybe 1630. See profit, take profits. That don't mean just sell it. That means set a stop loss. Take profit. Once you're up $1, take 50 cents. Once you're up $2, take $1. Once you're up $3, take $1.50, $2. Keep raising your stop limit. Don't let it just go down on you and you're wishing that you would have took some money. Let me show you how to stop it to where you can secure some profits every time. So as soon as you take this play, what I would do is, if I would buy this, as soon as I would buy it, I would go and set a stop limit order at 10%. How do I check the 10%? I go drop the last digit. So $16, 10% is $1.60. So I would take $1.60 away from 16.15, or you're buying it at 16.30. So $1.60 minus this 16.30 would be $14.70. So you got $14.70. As soon as you buy this, you immediately go in here, sell, stop limit, 14.7. Your stop price has to be above the limit price. Your limit is your limit. My limit, when they say I'm at my limit, that means they done. It's not stop. When they say stop, sometimes they mean go. But when they say my safe word is my limit, that's your limit. I'm done. So your limit is your bottom, your absolute bottom. If your limit is not lower than your stop, you will not get stopped out. Stop blaming the app. You messed up. If you don't set a spread, if you set this at 1470 and this one at 1475 or 1471, you again probably won't get stopped out. It's going to go from 1475 to 1460. And you're going to miss out on that. So you have to set a spread on your stop limit. So as soon as I get it, this has a 15-cent spread. This has a 25% spread. This one has a 40% spread. Know where you're at. Get a spread so that it doesn't gap through the price and skip your stop. So two things. Yeah, your stop limit, your stop price on your stop limit order. It's called a stop limit order because you have a stop and a limit. Your limit is your limit. So you put that right here. Then your stop is where you say, hey, this is my spread. Start stopping me out right here. When you get close, I do not want to lose my more than my limit. And if you're when in doubt, just raise this up a little bit. You know, look about 2 contracts up. Look at the spread. The spread right here is 40 cents. Okay, I'm going to make mine 35, 40 cent spread. Okay, so that is how you set your stop limit. And then you send that as soon as you get it. Now, when that's as soon as you buy it. You're limiting your risk. That's the least I'm gonna get. I paid $1,630. I'm gonna get $1,470 back no matter what. So give me my monies, okay? Then you set that as soon as it happens, and as soon as you buy this, you're even. If it doesn't move, and as theta goes, it will take some money. But as the price goes up, I move my stop limit now from where it was, and now say it's at $18. So I'm like, oh man, $18. A lot of y'all just watch it at $18. No, not me. I'm gonna put 17 right here, and I'm gonna put 1670 right here, and I'm gonna send that on the sale. On the sale stop limit. So I'm gonna take a profit on that play, and it's saying that because I don't have any. I didn't buy it, so it's gonna say I don't have enough shares. But if I would have bought that, I would be able to send that during market hours. So when it gets to 18, I move it to 17. I secure me some money. I don't move it too close. If the trend is still up, I don't want to move it too fast, too close, because I'll get stopped out, and then it'll keep going, and then you sold it too early. So also, you don't want to lose your money. So once it gets up 10%, put it to break even. Once you get up 20%, put it to take 10%. Once you get up 50%, say, hey, I'm not going to let it, say this gets to $20. Okay? I'm not going to take less than $19.50. And then I'll put this at $19.50. And then so if I don't want to take less than $19.50, I'll put this one at $19.75. So it's at $20. If it drops a little bit, I'm out. I was happy with getting out anyway, so let me just keep raising my stop as it goes. And this is what I like to do as well before I get out of here. As it stalls, as it's going. Let's see, the day chart. 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 day. 2-minute chart. 2-minute chart is a good stall. So say I'm riding this put down. As it stalls, double bottom, I get out. This is also a double bottom, get out. Okay, retest, make more money again. Okay, when it stalls, I get out. So say I'm riding this call up here, and I got a good entry at this double bottom, and I'm riding this call, I'm riding this call, I'm riding this call. Once I get in this area, I'm going to start raising my price up. raising my price up so that if I get one of these candles, I'm secure and it's not all the way back down here. All right. So follow for more. Hit me up. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Appreciate y'all.